Welcome back to the video series for the Wapello County Conservation Board. Today we get to talk about another spring ephemeral wildflower. And it's proof today that you have to be pretty resilient to be a spring wildflower in Iowa's woodlands, because days ago these guys were enjoying 70-degree weather and nice sun, and last night they had 20-degree weather and a coating of snow. Yet they're still blooming, they look good, they haven't wilted. And the natives here are built to withstand Iowa springs. And the flowers we're talking about today are the Virginia bluebells. As their name suggests, they're blue or purple in color. Every once in a while they're pink, if you can find that variation. And they have a bell-shaped or trumpet-shaped flower. Those flowers are going to bloom in moist woodlands, mostly in the shade, sometimes in the clearings. And they'll bloom from March through about May, maybe a little bit longer. And then about 3 or 4 weeks after that, they're going to produce their seeds, they're going to wilt away, and you won't even know they were there for the rest of the summer. But with that bell-shaped flower, very few pollinators can get in to the nectar at the base of that flower. But if it was a nicer day, we might see female bumblebees out here because they're bigger, their mouth parts are long enough to get down to that nectar, but that doesn't deter the smaller bees. They found out another way to get to that sweet treat in that flower. They will actually just chew a hole in the base of the flower and take that nectar out. And then they're not pollinating at all, which doesn't help the flower. This flower is also called tree lungwort, because the pioneers thought that this looked very similar to a plant that grew in Europe that they thought would cure lung diseases. It didn't, but they thought it would, and so they did try this. It didn't have any effect. So tree lungwort is just a common name because they thought it would cure a lung disease. In fact, these have no medicinal purposes. They have no edibility to them. So the best thing you can do with these is use them in landscaping. If you don't have bluebells on your property and you want them, wait for that 3 or 4 weeks after they bloom, collect some of the seeds. There's going to be about 4 seeds per flower, so there will be plenty. Take those home and plant them right away. And that way you don't have to do any of the hard stratification process. Just put them out, they'll grow next year. The best thing is just to leave them alone and they'll do their job. They will spread, which you can tell kind of in this woodland, we're in a big patch of Virginia bluebells. So they will do the job on their own. And they're pretty hard to mistake for any other plant around here. So you can't eat them, can't use them for medicine, but they are a beautiful flower and one of the many that you can find in our woodlands. And of course, if you have any questions on any of these videos, just leave us a comment down in the comment section, ask us a question, and we'll help you out. Until next time though, enjoy nature outdoors.